How Canadian are you, squad lead, on a scale of 1 to 10?
A definite 10.
Definite 10. It's the way you say South. I say it the same way because I'm also Canadian.
Ah, excellent.
Ah, the Commonwealth.
Dude, I was wondering the same thing because I talked to people on the phone all day and it sounded so Canadian, man.
Oh yeah, we're Canadian, bud.
Bud?
Yeah, bud. It's fucking great.
Yeah. I got a tank.
Must have been a Hitler youth.
Hey, at least we're not from Newfoundland. That's good.
Yep, that's
Those guys are
exactly
really weird.
how I would feel about that display.
Yeah. Oh, I'm from Nova Scotia, so I'm like, I get a lot of them in the city. It's not good. Not good.
Tank off.
Kobe!
You still want us at the move fast marker?
Stop!
So there's a lot of cover down here in these southern ditches. I would recommend them just to get closer to Kirk.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Run away. Run away. Run away. Watch this. Alright, there's a tank sitting just down the road.
If you can shoot me within that range, then you're a god.
Well, let me see how accurate it is.
You're a god.
Sorry about that. Hey everyone, Indy Riz here with another post-scriptum tutorial. Today I'd like to go over more advanced aspects of rifleman gameplay. The first thing I wanted to cover in today's tutorial was the rifles themselves. One thing I've noticed that seems to go overlooked is that both the British and the Germans spawn without being fully loaded. The British Lee-Enfield holds a total of 10 rounds, but you only spawn with 5 rounds loaded. Whereas the German Kar-98 can fire 7 rounds before needing to be reloaded, but it too only spawns with 5 rounds ready to go. This means every time you spawn, you should get in the habit of reloading immediately. In continuing our theme of getting to know our rifle, the next thing I wanted to do was to go over how you can use the sights on both the Lee-Enfield and the Kar-98 as a rough way of estimating the range of an enemy. In order to learn how to effectively hit targets at range, you must first learn how to zero your sights, as well as accurately estimate the range of the enemy. To change the zeroing on both the Lee-Enfield and the Kar-98, you must hold down the right mouse button to aim down the sight, and then hold down the X button, as well as adjust the range by pushing the arrow up or the arrow down button, whatever your desired range is. But in order to ensure accuracy, you must first be able to determine what range the enemy is at. The most accurate way that I've been able to do this is to use a little trick that I use when operating the 2-inch mortars. And that is I go into the map and I scroll all the way in. I then take a piece of paper and I lay it across the map on my screen and I mark every 33 yards out to 400 yards. Then, whenever I need to determine an accurate range of an enemy, I pick out a landmark that he's near, and I go into the map and I zoom all the way in. I then use the piece of paper and lay it from my position to the enemy's position, determining the range. Sometimes the situation doesn't allow enough time to use this method, and in those instances, I like to use the sights on both the Lee-Enfield and the Kar-98 to get a rough estimate on the distance my enemy is from me. Here we are, aiming down the sight of a Lee-Enfield at a soldier that is 100 meters away. Notice how the soldier's height is approximately the same height as the frame of the sight if measured from the inside. When an enemy soldier is approximately 200 meters away, The soldier will now fit from the top of the shoulder of the sight to the top of the outside frame of the sight. At 300 meters, it starts getting pretty difficult to see anything other than a dot. But if you look closely, you'll now see that the center aiming point of the sight is now approximately half the height of an enemy soldier. At 400 yards, if the sun's just right, you'll see that the enemy soldier is now the exact height of the center aiming thingamajig. Although the sights are different, when playing as the Germans and using the Kar 98, there's a similar method that you can use to get a rough estimate on the distance that the enemy is from you. When using the Kar 98, the enemy will appear to be the approximate height of the outer edge of the sight when the enemy is approximately 100 meters away. At 200 meters, the soldier fits almost perfectly in half the side of the sight. At 300 meters, the little Lego-looking soldier fits neatly inside and is nearly the exact same height as the far sight. And at 400 meters, the soldier is now the height of the shoulder on the inside of the sight. When shooting all rifles in the game, it's important to understand that when inside 100 meters, the impact of your bullet will be slightly below your aiming point. And here we see the effect in action, as I'm clearly aiming slightly above the waist of the star, yet the bullet impacts below the waist. So now that we've spent some time discussing accuracy, both at range and up close, I want to discuss the in-game mechanic of suppression and how important it is for you to return fire even if you miss. Here I am aiming center mass of an enemy soldier. Notice what happens to my aim point when this soldier fires at me but misses. In slow motion, you can see that in a single frame it throws my aim point completely off the target. Seeing this mechanic in action, you can understand the importance now of returning fire immediately to mess up the aim of the enemy that's trying to kill you. Okay, that's all I got for today. Little video on getting to know your rifles. Until next time, good luck and happy hunting.
Watch out, guys. There's a guy on my body. He's behind the little fucking hill.
Okay. Major point.